The cooler than normal temperatures this spring and current dry weather seems to have delayed the onset of wheat diseases in Nebraska. We talked to Nebraska Extension plant pathologist Stephen Wegulo at the Fairbury, Nebraska wheat plot tour and asked him for an update on wheat diseases in Nebraska.
This year we don't have a lot of fungal diseases of wheat. So the fungal diseases that we normally would be seeing at this time of year would be stripe rust, which has not even been detected in Nebraska yet. And then there are fungal leaf spots, tan spot, and Septoria in the western part of the state, in the Panhandle. They have seen a little bit of tan spot, which is a fungal foliar disease, and some Septoria, but they are at very low levels. And the reason is that we had a cold beginning of the spring where we had sub-freezing temperatures sometimes well into April. And then after that, it got really dry. And so the dryness just kept diseases from developing. And then stripe rust, usually the spores blow up from southern states into our region. This year we did not have a lot of spores coming from southern states into Nebraska. So we don't have stripe rust right now, which is good for our growers. The diseases that I'm seeing more commonly are virus diseases. So wheat streak mosaic virus, it has been detected or seen in several fields in the southern Panhandle. I was there last week and I saw several fields that had severe wheat streak mosaic, but it's not as severe and widespread as we had last year. Last year it was pretty bad. So wheat streak mosaic virus is one. And then the other one that I'm seeing just low levels of it or trace amounts is Barley yellow dwarf virus. So this is a virus that is transmitted by aphids, and it causes the leaves, especially the upper leaves, the flag leaves, they will yellow from the tip down. So you'll see yellowing from the tip down the leaf. And I'm seeing a little bit of that, but not to the level that we should be concerned about. I have also seen white heads in the field. These white heads are caused by the stem maggot. So the stem maggot is an insect pest that will chew on the bottom of the stem, and we call it the pedango. The bottom of the pedango, that's the part of the stem that holds the head. So at the bottom of the pedango, the worm will be there, and it chews on the stem, and as a result, there is no translocation of nutrients or water to the head, and then the head just dies and is bright white. It's not a disease, it's caused by an insect, but it can be confused with a couple of diseases. One of them is called Fusarium head blight, which is caused by a fungus and it bleaches heads. So we have not seen Fusarium head blight in Nebraska as of now. So they can also be confused with another disease called take-all. Take-all is a fungal soil-borne disease that causes heads to also die and just be bleached. And again, we haven't seen any take-all. So what you are seeing, white heads here and there, they are mostly caused by the stem maggot. You should not worry about it because usually the levels are not high enough to cause any economic damage, and there aren't any effective control measures for the stem maggot. So when you see those scattered white heads, just don't worry about them.